Hello, and welcome to the first annual Info Waterville Meet the Candidates. Today, we have Steve Soule running for Ward 1 City Council. Steve, why don't we start off by giving a brief introduction about yourself?
I'm Steve Soule. I'm 58 years old. I've lived in Ward 1 for 35 years, grew up in Winslow. My life partner is Ann. I have a daughter that's 28, a stepdaughter that's 27. I'm a retired school teacher and principal, and then I took 5 weeks off after retirement and decided I wanted to go back to work, and I've been the coordinator of the South End Teen Center for the past 4 years.
Okay, Steve, next question. What are some of your interests and or hobbies?
First of all, I've never been a politician, and I've never run for any kind of political office, but I've always had an interest in the dynamics of what makes a group work, and so that's what got me into the idea of running for City Council. My special interests are I enjoy car racing, and I like to see how things work, and I like helping out in the community, trying to make a little mark.
Alright, next question. What ward are you running for, and what led up to you running for this position?
Waterville is broken up into 7 different districts called wards, and I'm in Ward 1. That's what I want to run for. I have been waiting for 3 years to run for Ward 1 City Council because I don't think that we should ever have an election where a person runs unopposed. So I've been waiting for this day for 3 years.
Alright, our next question is, what is your position on keeping property taxes low?
I'm very much in favor of keeping taxes down. I'm very realistic as a person, and I think that we need to run our city just like people run their own home budget. I mean, when times are going well, then we can spend more on things. When times are tough, then we have to, really watch where we spend our money and set priorities. It's no one's fault in the city that we have tough economic times. It's happening across the state, but until then, I think essential services need to be our top priority, and then if we have extra money, then we spend it on those other things.
Alright, next question. If you have a vision for your ward or for the city, give an explanation of what that vision is.
My vision for the city, because I've always worked with kids, since the age of 21, I've always worked with kids. I mean, I want Waterville to be the place where kids want to stay to work, or they want to come back to after they've gone to college. Ideally, I could make all kinds of promises of what the city would be if I was on the city council, but that's not me. I just want us to, just try to improve the best we can so that our kids will want to stay here. It's a great place to live.
Okay, next question. What do you think the most important voter issue is currently that residents should be aware of?
An important issue right now that I think is coming up is the vacant building ordinance that's just been introduced to the people of the city of Waterville. It's only going to work if we can enforce it, and I think right now it's at a stage where it needs a lot of work, but I would be in favor of that if they can enforce it. I mean, you can't set, ordinances and then not be able to carry it out because it has no weight if you do that. So if they could get people that can enforce it, which I think would take a second code enforcement officer to do that. So you'd have to find the money somewhere, not by raising taxes, but just find somewhere where there's some money and get that second code enforcement officer. On a side note, I'd also like to see Waterville do composting.
Next question. What do you think is the biggest challenge your ward or the city will face in 2016 or beyond?
What do we have the challenges right now? It would be the economy, and again, this is a nationwide problem. It's not something that's happening in Waterville, and so we just have to really, watch how we spend our money during these times. Essential services need to be first. Have a good fire department, a good police department, a good school system, and then from that point on, spend money as it comes in. Try to attract new business. I mean, Waterville should be one of the places that businesses are looking at and saying, that's the place we want to be.
Okay, next question. Without showing all of your cards, please give a brief example on how you will deal with Waterville's problems or challenges.
I'm a very good listener. I'm a team player. I've been working with groups of people my entire life since age 21 when I became a teacher. So I know how to work with people, and I want to represent the people. I don't want to make changes unless it's for the good of all people. Nothing that just is for me.
Next is, please give a brief description of your recent civic accomplishments and expand upon it.
Because my career hasn't been around politics, I can tell you that in my past career, I was a very well-respected person in my field. I've always been popular amongst the students and amongst the teachers that I worked with. I ran a staff of 56 people. I maintained a school budget, and over the 5 years, I believe that our supplies only went up by less than $100 over that 5-year period. We really held the line. I know what it's like for taxpayers to give money because they paid my salary since age 21. So I think that I have the advantage there.
And finally, let's leave a closing statement for your potential voters.
If I went to an ice cream shop in Waterville, I would be really disappointed if I got up there and there was only one flavor to choose from. Or if I went to buy a new car, it would be awful if all the cars in the lot were the same color. So it's time for a change. The City Council, I highly respect. I think all 7 of them have done a tremendous job, but it's time for a choice. It's time for new blood. It's time for new ideas and some progressive thinking. So you have a choice now, and I hope it's me.
On behalf of everyone here at Info Waterville, I'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching. You can find other candidates' videos at youtube.com/InfoWaterville. Again, this is the Info Waterville Meet the Candidates 2015. Hope to see you again real soon.